All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Black Friday, and hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Let me just get a little shout out if everybody can hear me loud and clear. Good to see you, Brandon. Good to see you, Michael, Lawrence, everybody. Good to see you. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully it's great to see everyone here this morning. I see some people took some time off. I see the attendance list is a little bit on the little side, but that's good. I'm glad. You know what? I see some people broadcasting live on our app. They're using our app, which is awesome. But let me tell you, I'm always excited trading on a day like today. I know a lot of people like to take off and whatever, but you know, today's actually a really good day to trade because there's a lot of action in certain stocks that make some big moves. I know a lot of people, it's the biggest travel day of the year, but there are a couple of stocks that are moving like this. JCSE is moving up pretty decent. We're getting this one up 15%. GOEV, you know this stock very well. A couple of stocks are moving that are making the watch list, and we'll keep an eye on them, especially the MANU. We're going to check that one out. But that's not only been a great day trade, it turned into become a very good swing trade. So with that said, everyone, you know, just a couple of things. I post up the link really quick for a lot of you there. We have our Black Friday today. Go out there, and you know what I say about trading? It's the gift that keeps giving. Okay, and what that means is like, how does that help me? You know, when it comes to trading, because you know what? If you do good in trading, that helps you to support your family. That helps you know change your life for the better. So you want a gift? Go out there. We got some great 50% off deals that we're doing, probably the lowest ever that we have every year. Go out there, do the cyber group, whatever it is that you want to do a year, you want to do some coaching, whatever. We just posted a link up there. But please, it's the gift that keeps giving. And what I mean by that is that you'll keep going out there and be able to take care of things. Because if you love trading, listen, there's no better place to learn here than Cyber Trade University. So, yep, they would just put the link up there, and we also have in a trading room. All right, now in the meantime, let's talk about some stocks that we traded on, you know, on Wednesday, because remember we were closed on Thursday. There were a couple of good stocks I want to talk about. One stock I'm really, you know, we rarely ever trade is, you know, is a brand name expensive stocks. But you know what? I get people all the time always telling me, you know what? I don't like to trade in expensive stocks. You know, we trade expensive stocks once in a while, but you got to be an experienced trader. Tesla did really, really well. Tesla got upgraded. It got so beat up, but it was such a nice move from like 172, and then right around 11 o'clock, it was already at 180, and then it did a nice push going into the close, and then it gapped up a little bit today. It's trying to trend down a little bit. Not that I would trade it today, but it was actually a really good trade. I don't think I ever traded Tesla. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. I probably haven't traded Tesla in probably like maybe 2-3 years. Okay, but yes, that day was probably only when I traded, because you know what? It wasn't that much going on Wednesday. There were a few stocks that moved, but I just thought this one was a pretty easy. And you know what? You didn't have to trade that many shares. You could trade 100 shares of it and still did pretty well. You know, listen, 8 points on 100 shares is $800. You know, so trust me, it does add up pretty quickly. Another couple of cheap stocks that we had this one that had a quick pop. This one, some of you remember this stock. This thing ran from like $7 and it ran all the way up to a price of like $17.60. It was an extremely volatile stock. You remember this stock back on September 13th. You could see it right there. Look at that candlestick bar right there. That thing was unbelievable. So we thought we were getting a little bit of a comeback. Had a little bit of a pop early and then kind of died. It was okay. You know, it was a little bit of a day's pay. DBGI, that one also, $200 stock. This thing got destroyed. You know, you know, for some of you, you probably can't help yourself, but there's a lot of people out there that went to Thanksgiving, and then when they know you're in the market and they start trading, they start asking you, oh, Fausto, oh my God, what do I do with this stock? And I just feel so bad for some of them, you know what I mean? Like, because they find out that you're in the trading or whatever, and some of you know what I'm talking about. And when you look at some of the stocks, first thing I ask these people, I'm like, what in the right mind made you hold the stock from $200 down to $5? You know what I mean? Like, didn't you? Oh, well, when did you know? Like, when you look at a stock like this at 100, that you should have got out. They're like, yeah, but that was a 50%. I couldn't take that loss. Remember, trading is the gift that keeps giving. And when you learn how to trade, and that's what we teach at Cyber Trade University, not how to make money, but not to get in stupid trades like this and hold on, from the 200s down to, down to the $5. This is what gets you crushed. And you know what's so funny? A lot of the people I spoke to from last Thanksgiving, because we have I go to a big Thanksgiving, and they always get other friends and stuff like that. And it was funny, but last year they were all sitting on their chairs. They were all like, "Oh, I doubled my money, whatever. What are you trading?" They was to brag. This year, they couldn't stop talking about, shoot, every money I made, I lost half that. And what's a big mistake? And before we get into the watches, I want to tell you a big mistake. And this is what you're not supposed to. This is what we teach. Okay, people look at it in trading and they go, okay, so I'm gonna use a simple number. Let's say you bought a stock at $10. And it went to 20, right? So you're like, oh, I made $20. I made $10, $10,000. Let's just say now it's at 5. Instead of them saying they lost 5,000, they said, oh, I lost 15,000. I'm like, forget about that. Forget about that 10,000 you won. You're technically down 5,000. That money, you didn't make any money until you sell it. Okay. But if you want to look at it that way, then that actually makes it look even worse. Okay. That really makes it look worse that you lost 15,000 because of the money you take. But my point is this: go out there. Go out there and take that link that we gave you, share it with somebody else, give the gift that keeps giving on Black Friday, because you know what? After seeing what happened in 2022, there's just way too many people lost money in this market. And, and you got to learn how to trade. And when I see stuff like that, it's pretty upsetting. A couple other stocks that we traded to on Wednesday, PRCH, another $16 stock. Went up to about, look at this thing, down to $2. Had a nice move the last couple of days. Nice little move. Had a nice little open. We did pretty well on that. You want to talk about a stock that got crushed? This was one stock I was talking over after Thanksgiving. Carvana, $350 stock, all the way down to $6. Okay? How is that working out for you? But anyway, it was a great day trade on Wednesday. Beautiful run up. A lot of you guys saw the stock. We traded it. Went from 710 over to 790. You know what? If you think it's going back to 400, get the gift that keeps getting and go out there and do a Black Friday deal. It doesn't work that way. Make your days pay, and that's it. And what's funny? More and more people that I speak to that want to get into cyber trading, they realize that, you know what, I kind of like the idea now. Maybe because other things have been not working. Maybe I'll just focus on the days pay. And if I lose, whatever, it's like having a bad day on the job. But I'm not quitting my job just because my boss yelled at me. And this is what you learn as trading, because you write a stock like this down, you know what? This could destroy you forever. Another good stock that actually is still moving today that's doing pretty well. It's been not only been a good day trade, but a good swing trade is MANU. This stock, you could see it right here. What a great run up. Stock started right around $12. It's already at 20. It's almost about 100%. Moving really, really nicely. Last couple of days, you could see that thing. Just on Friday, I keep seeing Friday, Wednesday. Wednesday, it just moved up so nicely. Look at that. From $16.60, went all the way up to about $18. And then you could see here right in the close, did a really, really nice move. And you could see it. This is on Tuesday, how it came out with that news, and it jumped. I'll bring this up a little bit bigger so you could see it. But yeah, you could see it right there. It was like a $13 stock, gapped up, did pretty well. But these are things, when you look at stocks like this, then you realize, you know what? Maybe I should trade something like this instead of worrying about, let me deal with what's going on with Amazon or Apple and so on. And I don't be a Debbie Downer, but it's just like I've heard just so many horror stories. Talking to people like you that that are coming aboard to CTU, and just seeing all the people that I knew at the Thanksgiving yesterday I was at. It's just really sad. It's really sad, and people start contemplating: do I just get out of everything? Do I do it? It's like they like the people. It's just like, I give up. That's it. I'm done. No. What you got to do is you got to go back. You got to regroup. You don't surrender with the white flag. So let's go and see what's going on this morning. Let's hopefully you're not going to be some of those people, and hopefully you are. Hopefully we can fix it. But let's see what's going on this morning. Here's one stock, obviously, that's moving pretty nicely. This stock right here, JCSE. Now, you know, part of some of the Black Friday deals that we're doing, and the reason why I keep bringing this up, because this is very important. A lot of you here are looking at this. Let me just bring this up. Let me go to CTU.co, Black Friday deals right here. So, is the holiday. We're doing an event today, by the way, at 12 o'clock for some of you on YouTube, Facebook Live. But let me just show you this Black Friday deal. Okay, so one of them, I know a lot of you are looking into this Bookmap coaching class that we're doing. So it's a little description on the Bookmap and so on, and you know how to use level 4. So let me bring up level 4 here and show you what I'm talking about. This is what I'm looking at. You see all these iceberg orders right here. You see how the stock has big iceberg orders, 23,000, 12,000. You need to follow the damn money, for crying out loud. And sometimes you need to see it over and over and over again. And in that Bookmap coaching, you're going to get one-on-one coaching. We need to test you and see when we bring up a stock that you know when you look at it and you say, okay, okay, well, I don't trade that stock. It's too cheap. Okay, let's go to Tesla. What do you see here at 185? Okay, you see a big buy right there, right? Is the stock getting executed? Is the person refreshing? Is it a made support level? Well, it was at 845 because when it got close to that, it ran from 185 up to 185.90. Might not sound like a lot of money to you, but you know what? It adds up pretty quickly. And you can see how it's testing right here and see if the trader's getting hit. Look at the volume bars. You need to know how to follow the money and learn to be the ants to get the crumbs and stop being the smartest person in the room and blowing up your account. Very, very important when it comes to trading like that. But anyway, that stock is on our watch list today. And the JCSE, I'm not going to do too much about Tesla, but I'm just going to look at what's going on. This stock's up 15%. This stock's got some support levels. It's a good level 1 stock. GOEV. We traded this stock. You remember back in July, it ran from $2 to $5. We know she moves. Go back to your journals. If you're a student of ours, see how you trade it. You probably did pretty well on it if you were with us back then. XGN, another nice little inexpensive stock. 290,000 shares. This one, no volume, 21,000. This one's got 1 million shares. This one, we've been trading it for the past couple of weeks already. You're very familiar with MMAT. She's a very slow-moving stock, but she's got you got to have a lot of patience to trade this stock, okay? So I know everyone in the cyber group may have traded it once. So if you're using the daily journals that we taught you when you do your coaching with CTU, if you did and took very good notes of it, trust me, I tell you this all the time, you're going to be trading these stocks again. So it's nice to know what happened in the past with certain stocks. This stock is obviously just making new highs. Everything else looks like garbage there. There's a reverse stock split. A lot of people like to do reverse stock splits on Fridays, just to let you know. MANU is New York Stock Exchange. That's the one that we just called out. MANU, that one's going back on our watch list. TKC, 6,000, 120,000 shares, not terrible. I mean, you're at 6%. Typical, Friday. So I'm not really interested in that. Maybe LU. This one's taking a big hit. See, this one's doing all right. That's about it. So there's not really that much I'm oversold or convinced about. I will put the TKC just on one purpose because it is breaking all-time highs. Anyway, Home Depot's doing really well on our swing trade. Merck has been doing good on our swing trade. What's not doing too well? CSQ is going to be paying if you are on a CSQ, it's going to pay its dividend on the 4th. So it was a really, really good buy right around $12 for some of you on that CSQ trade. Remember, that's the company that pays you over 8% interest on your money over the course of the year, and it pays it every single month. So you have to wait like a CD and hold it for a year to get paid on it. If you decide you want to move on, you move on, but it always pays you on the month. But now that pretty much does it. I don't see anything else out there. Brian on the YouTube in the trading room is saying the PSNY. Yeah, that's been also a good short-term swing trade also, Brian. That one's been doing pretty well for us. And if when you look over here on how it traded on the day before, it got pretty volatile on Wednesday, but Tuesday it moved really, really, really nicely. We have another room for swing trading. Yes, we actually do have another room for swing trading. So we do both. You got to remember, we have somebody on YouTube that's asking me this question. So anyway, you got to learn. And I say this all the time, so I don't know how many times you've been here, but if you want to be a good swing trader, you have to learn and understand what happens over the course of the day. Because if you don't, you could be a victim like a Carvana, and that's just to name one of them. You need to see what happens over the course of the day. It's the same exact thing. It's just 5 times harder to do on a swing trade, and it's 10 times harder to do more of an option trade. Day trading is the easiest because the only bad thing about day trading for you on YouTube is just that you're just very conservative. You're very you're a little too conservative. You'll make more money swing trading and options, but it pays a good 6-figure salary if you do it right. In the meantime, everyone, let's get ready. Markets opening up. Don't forget, today is Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. The market closes at 1 o'clock. So we are going to be doing our afternoon meeting a little bit earlier. The way you trade today is you do not stop, okay? It's going to probably get slow around 10:30, and then maybe up until about 11:30, and 11:30 things are going to start picking up again. So sometimes these things are moving. They'll continue to move on a day like today because it is a half a day. But like you're here, so just let's make it worth our while. If we see something, you say something, traders in the cyber group room. I will be doing an event today for everyone just to make you aware of. If you have not registered yet, getting back to ctu.co, I'm going to be doing an open house today. So I'm just bringing up, tap here to join. It's going to be at 11 o'clock. So just click on this link, and we'll get you registered for everybody there. All right, just one click. Just put your email. And I'm going to teach you about the Black Friday. We're going to do a Black Friday, basically free workshop for everybody here. And then for everyone else, don't forget our Black Friday deals. Go out there and, like I said, get the gift that keeps giving. And the giving is, if you know how to trade, you're going to pass on that knowledge to other people, and also hopefully do very well for yourself so you can do those things that you always wanted to do. But you got to learn before you can earn. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you now. We'll start commentary once the market opens up. YouTube members will be back here at 12 o'clock for the afternoon, and then hopefully we'll see you for today's class. Thanks, everyone. Happy trading, and be safe. If I don't see you, enjoy the rest of your weekend.